Actually, we're registered nurses.
Yeah.
Pero hindi na kami nag-practice. Ayaw sa ginagawa namin
Oo
ngayon.
nga eh. Yung corporate experience ko, bro, was minimum wage.
Oo, talagang gapang. Hindi ako mapakali. Sabi ko sarili ko, marami pa akong pwedeng gawin.
Bibili ako ng mga maliliit na electric fan sa Divisoria. Kasama ko pa yung nanay ko.
Oo, si Enzo, hustler yan. Having your own business, it buys you more time.
Definitely.
It gives you freedom.
If you yourself, you don't have the discipline, mawala.
Pag panalo ka na sa umaga, panalo mo na yung buong araw. Malaki din na wala sa akin. Pero natuto ako dun. Hindi ko naman kailangan maging filthy rich. I just need, time.
What happens when the motivation is gone? What happens when hindi na siya patok? So hi everybody, I am Enzo Marfal. I am the current CEO and co-founder of Angkat.
Hi, my name is Nicky Sombero. I'm the current COO and co-founder of Angkat PH. This podcast is brought to you by Angkat PH. Angkat PH offers an end-to-end freight forwarding solution from any of its international warehouses directly to the final destination in the Philippines. First of all, we'd like to thank Sage Studios for letting us use their amazing podcast studio.
They have the best equipment.
Oh.
Kompleto sila.
Ano ba ang pagkwentuhan natin, Chris?
A good start would be how we met, no? Me and Nicky were classmates back in college. Very funny kasi what's the course that we took up?
Nursing. Ang layo sa ginagawa namin ngayon.
Oo nga eh.
Actually, we're registered nurses.
Yeah.
Pero hindi na kami nag-practice.
Yeah.
Ang laki ng respeto namin talaga sa nurses. Kasi I came from a family of nurses. Grabe, the dedication. You need to be dedicated and it should be a calling when you do the job, no?
True.
As a nurse, it's a calling talaga.
Oo, kasi sobrang hirap, no?
Ang hirap, nag-duty pa lang tayo eh.
Parang doon ako namulat sa totoong mundo eh.
Naging magandang learning experience siya sa amin when we took up nursing. Kasi we learned the value, of working hard. Tapos, mas maging compassionate ka sa mga tao.
Tsaka more than anything, being able to just roll up your sleeves tapos get your hands dirty, really.
Correct.
The good thing about nursing was perseverance as well.
Perseverance.
Oo, bro.
Doon kami nagkakilala ni Enzo.
The good thing about me and Nicky, we stayed in contact after college. I worked in corporate for about 3 years. Yung corporate experience ko, bro, was minimum wage.
Oo, talagang gapang.
Pare.
Ka dun.
So for a while, alam mo yun, parang you really have to understand how to budget.
Yes.
No? I was in the Kaizen department. So it was more on process improvement talaga.
Yeah.
The good thing about process improvement is it teaches you, a lot of things when it comes to business. It's more of like, how can you make it better? I remember one of my projects was just the flow of cars. So if you think about that, even the little things, no? But sometimes the little things, it takes so much effort. It reaches a certain point na your 1% gets so expensive to fix. And I think that's what we're experiencing now in business.
Yes.
Parang just, before kasi when you're starting, you can make massive, changes. Tapos it's not expensive eh. But now I think we're getting to a point na yung business natin, even a 1%, 2% difference would cost us a lot just to really push that.
And that just shows the scale that you're at. Kaya maganda experience mo, Kuis, kasi you came from a company that taught you how to make things more efficient.
Yeah.
Talagang na-apply din natin sa negosyo natin.
Yeah.
After college, pahinga ako, and then 2014, I started working.
Yeah.
Corporate IT BPO.
Yeah.
Para mag-set up ng business.
Yeah.
A very good learning experience.
True.
Actually, when we started Angkat, meron pa akong day job, full-time job.
Pareho tayo.
Oo.
Actually, business na ako noon, nung 2020.
Nag-business ka na noon.
Yeah.
So, pinagsasabay natin yun.
Oo nga,
Nag-moonlight
yeah.
tayo. Kasi ako,
Moonlight talaga yung term, no?
Moonlight. Parang nag-start na din akong mag-side hustle eh.
Oo.
Hindi ako mapakali.
Oo.
Sabi ko sarili ko, marami pa akong pwedeng gawin besides this.
True.
So, gusto ko i-maximize. I started IT BPO. I worked there for more than 5 years.
Tagal, no?
Oo. During that, I took up my master's degree. UNP is a great school for masters and business. Magaling mga ekonomista doon.
Oo nga eh. I remember before leaving my corporate job there, ang naipon ko for that 3 years was 100,000 eh.
Oo.
Hindi naman kami mayaman. After quitting, sabi ko, magma-masters ba ako? Or
Diretso na
ako business. So, naalala ko, nakikita kita. Sabi ko, alam mo, eventually, I'm gonna call you into working together.
Yeah. When I was taking up my master's, I was also paying my own tuition fee.
Yeah.
Kasi I had worked that time too eh.
Oo.
So, nakita ko doon talaga na di ko to pwedeng sayangin.
Oo.
Kasi alam mo yung natuto ko yung sa value ng pera.
True.
Mahirap kitain ng pera,
Oo,
bro.
sobra bro. Alam mo yung racket ko dati sa corporate kung ano-ano eh. Bumibili ako ng mga maliliit na electric fan sa Divisoria. Kasama ko pa yung nanay ko.
Oo,
Binibenta ko pa sa sa mga ka-office ko.
Naalala ko, nagpadala ka, ito yung first time ata na padala mo na in-import eh. Yung mga cases ng phone.
Oo, pare. As
Diba?
in,
Sa Europe mo pinapadala yun eh.
Grabe laban nun, no?
Oo. Si Enzo, ano to eh. Hustler yan. He really hustles.
Bro, magugutom ako pag hindi ako nag-ano. Naalala ko nun, niisip ko talaga, okay, wala kaming safety net eh. If I fail, wala talaga. Talagang kailangan ko gumawa ng pera. Parang nagbabuy and sell pa ako noon ng mga kotse. Tapos, talagang lahat ng pwede ko ata ibenta, binenta ko na lang.
Basta kumita.
Hindi yung katawan, syempre.
What was your driving force?
That's a good question. No? Sa family,
Yeah.
hindi kami business people eh.
Yeah.
So, I saw the value of money. Sabi ko noon, grabe ang pinag-aawayan palagi noon pera kasi mahal yung ospital. Pag may na-ospital, naalala ko yung lolo ko na ka-cancer. Ganon. Yung mom ko rin nagka-cancer. Nakita ko doon yung value ng money when it comes to preserving life.
Yung driving force ko was to buy more time. Because nakita ko throughout the years, when you have your own, when you have your business. And besides this, I really wanted to start my own.
Yeah.
Kung ano man yan.
Yeah.
Nung before angkat, di ko nga alam kung anong gusto ko eh. Nag-iisip lang ako ng ano-ano. Pero I really wanted to start my own. Yun yung bottom line.
Yeah.
Having your own business, it buys you more time.
Definitely.
It gives you freedom.
Definitely.
Especially if you set up your systems and yung processes, if it's working like a well-oiled machine, it gives you freedom. That's the most important thing for me. The freedom to have breakfast with your family and your partner, the freedom to work out regularly whenever you want, and the freedom to do the things that you want. If you've managed to surpass or pass that threshold sa business, everything is running smooth and you're just scaling, na-realize mo, dumadami yung time mo. Diba?
Yeah.
That's why you're able to do more.
Yeah.
Isang driving force ko yun. And of course, isa din yung parehas tayo, bro. Kasi we also came from humble beginnings.
Yeah,
my dad and my mom, hindi naman sila mayaman, but they work really hard to give us a better life. And nakita ko yung how hard they worked and yung sacrifices that they made.
Naalala ko nga, di ba dati may karinderya kayo?
Oh, bro. Ever since nung sa dad ko, yung
pag pupunta ako dun sa inyo, kakain ako.
Canteen, di ba? Sa
May
Krami.
canteen kayo.
Lakas nun. So, ever since nasa food business talaga yung mom ko, yung dad ko kasi nakuha yun sa lola ko, sa mom niya. Naniniwala ko na I will start my own someday.
Yeah.
No? Pero I didn't think na sa logistics.
Oo nga eh.
Kasi sa corporate, bro, mas marami magagaling sa akin eh. Ayoko na makipagkompetensya dun.
True.
It's a rat race. But
And sometimes kasi, when you're pursuing a certain thing like business, sometimes ang nangyayari kasi nawawala ng contentment eh. You just want it to bigger, you just want more. Was there a number in mind that you were thinking?
Yung retirement money?
Yeah.
Sige, adjust natin sa inflation. Ngayon, i-align natin. Hindi ko naman kailangan maging filthy rich. I just need, time. A lot of time, freedom. Pero, syempre, kailangan pa rin ng pera. Okay na ako sa 500M. Ikaw?
Ako, more than anything, kasi I'm only a caretaker, steward lang ako ng businesses. Sa akin, what's important really to me is the church and of course, pati yung family. It's all about really, passing it on to your kids. So, longevity of the business.
Longevity.
So, what I've noticed with a lot of the people, the young kids that are going into business right now, papansin ko, lahat ng trend sa mga TikTok, it's fast money.
Yes.
Everybody wants to do it quick.
I agree. Instant gratification.
Yan. Ang maganda nga kay Nikki, certain disciplines for yourself to be able to sustain the long term.
Mas mapaplano mo yung mga next moves mo ngayon.
True.
Because of that mindset.
There are businesses that you just jump in for the profit for the meantime. Pero it's not a business that would really sustain
short term.
Yeah. Diba?
Pag ganun yung mindset mo kasi, it may not last.
Yan yung rin yung natutunan ko dun sa may mentorship program ko. Really, this generational decision making. Really considering not just yung impact ng decision making mo sa sarili mo, but also, alam mo, ang pinag-iisip nga sa amin dun is kailangan mo isipin yung non-existent apo mo.
Non-existent apo.
So wala ka pang apo, dapat iniisip mo na siya.
Pinaplano mo na.
Oo, pare. Kung bumili ako ng, sabihin natin, relo o kotse, is this something I could pass on to my apo? Not to my anak to my apo. Talagang yung decision making mo, it changes eh.
Yeah.
So the things that you are investing in, the things that you are, buying.
May purpose.
May purpose. So it really changes your decision making rin eh.
Tama. Ano yung kulang ngayon sa generation? Yung mga bata in Gen Z compared to older generations.
There's a lot
The difference, di pala kulang. The difference.
Oh, I feel like there's a lot of noise through social media. You know, the thing about the social media, it's only one side of the story. So, you know, they probably saw the success,
Yeah.
pero they don't see the work that was involved to actually getting those things. To be in a certain point, you have to have certain disciplines and you have to have certain practices to get there. If you yourself, you don't have the discipline and you don't have the attitude to keep that or sustain that business, mawawala. Me, early on, that was my problem eh. Kasi I'd get into a business, but I didn't have the discipline set out in the back end.
The foundation.
The foundation. What happens when the motivation is gone? What happens when hindi na siya patok? That's where actually the discipline comes in.
Yeah.
The discipline will really sustain you. What I realized, your routine. When I wake up in the morning, I turn on the coffee machine. It's very systematic.
Yeah.
To get me into the point, I read my Bible, and then I sit down, I really take my time. They might sound really boring, pero you need that to get started eh.
I agree. You have to enjoy the mundane things.
Yes.
As you mature, tama yung sinabi ni Enzo, you need to fix your routine. When you seize the morning, you seize the day.
Yeah.
Diba? So, pag panalo ka na sa umaga, panalo mo na yung buong araw. Whatever challenges that may come.
This is why I really like working with the athletes eh. There's leadership already.
Discipline.
Yeah, of course, discipline. Tapos yung camaraderie,
Tama.
communication skills.
Yeah.
Ngayon nga, I'm working, di ba, meron tayong rugby club ngayon na sinusustain. And you're working with athletes all the time. Everybody's performing at their highest level. So it's really nice. It's really motivating kasi there's so much energy when everybody in the room is operating at that level.
Yeah, correct.
So,
nakahawa.
Oo. Tapos, ngayon, may accountability ka. Hey, I need to step up.
Yeah.
Kasi kung hindi, nakakaya naman parang weakest link, di ba? And ngayon, si Nikki, lahat ng mga kasama niya ngayon, parang grabe yung abs. Parang,
Yung coach namin yun. Yung coach ko si Luis Padilla. It's a small community, HF community. So, anyone can join naman. I like the community. Like sabi ni Enzo, nagkakaroon kayo ng sense of camaraderie. Kaya ngayon, nasa running era ako, hindi naman ako tumatakbo everyday.
Yeah.
Pero I used to hate running. Hate ko yun eh.
oo. Hindi nga kita mahatak pa magising maaga eh.
Hindi mo mahatak magising umaga.
Magising maaga, wala.
Bakit ganun? Ano yun? Sarap-sarap matulog eh.
Bakit pinapahirapan mo yung sarili mo?
Diba? Mamaya na yan. Tulog muna tayo. Pero
ngayon,
nakita ko yung benefits of doing it, you know. Sa health, you can do more kasi mas marami kang energy. Yung family din namin, madaming sakit eh. Cancer, tapos yung dad ko, diabetic, di ba? So nakita ko din ang daming sakit. And gusto ko nang i-prevent yun. Kung ano man magagawa ko to prevent that through lifestyle, I'll do it. Diba? Nag-yosi pa ako noon, umiinom. So eventually, na-realize ko, I have to take care of myself.
True.
For myself, for my kids, for my partner, for my future family. So, yun yung driving force ko. Besides sa hindi naman magpaganda ng katawan eh. Kasi kasama na yun eh. Hindi maganda katawan ko.
Secondary na lang ba yan?
Secondary na lang yun. Pero more of health for my family and para maiwasan man yung kumakuno ng sakit dyan.
Well, I've been an athlete for more than 10 years already.
College pa lang, nag-rugby ka na eh.
Yeah. We established one of the biggest clubs that are here right now. So, I'm very thankful for that experience. So, I think one of the reasons nga na I really try to sustain that, getting involved in the club kasi I know it was a sport that gave me so much. Dami kong galit sa mundo nung pumasok ako. Yung wala pa akong sports So actually my first sports was actually boxing and Muay Thai. Kasi dami kong galit sa katawan eh.
Yeah, labas mo.
Oo. So kaysa makipagsapahan ka sa labas.
Doon na lang sa pads.
Oo, yan. Nabali ko nga actually yung kamay ko. Nung nabali ko yung kamay ko, doon ko na-realize na hindi ko na to pwedeng ito yung sport ko. So, the good thing about it, when I got introduced into rugby, the community was good. Sa individual sports, when you fail, when you lose, it's really just about you eh.
Yeah.
Pag hindi mo na The good thing about community sports or yung mga team sports is you have teammates. Hindi ka magaling today, okay lang yan. You're not playing at your best today, they'll pick it up.
Yeah. Support system.
Oo, may support system. Tapos you understand how to talk, leadership, siguro most of the skills that I have right now, it's either I got it from rugby talaga. And of course, the Rotary that I joined before, skills really came from the sport.
So, you can say na, I mean, any sport is a good platform, no? Pero rugby talaga, yung
Para kasi kayong nasa
training
gera
niya. Oo.
Para
Tsaka
kayo
nakita ko
nasa war kayo kasi parang tipong pag hindi ka tumayo, makaka-score yung kalaban mo.
Oo, bro.
So parang kailangan mo talaga kahit pagod ka na, kahit bugbog ka na. Ganun.
Grabe bagbagan sa rugby, no? Talagang full tackle. Idol kita sa ganyan. You go through pain together.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Tsaka lahat kayo lalaki. Tapos, different upbringing, different walks of life.
Different backgrounds.
Yeah. Tapos, different egos as well.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I learned how to manage people. Yung leadership really comes from that. Sometimes it doesn't have to be physical. You don't have to be the best. Pero leadership sometimes, it's all about really how you talk to people. More importantly, how you show up.
Through rugby, you learn to manage people and their egos and their attitude, no? Let's apply it to business.
Yeah.
We're in the service-based business, diba? So, ang dami dyang complaints, ang dami dyang mga irritated customers.
True.
What's the best way to deal with that?
It's really about, checking yourself and really checking your ego.
Yeah.
So, pag wala kasing self-awareness, you don't know how you come across Pag hindi ka self-aware, minsan, akala mo you're nice. Pero, to the other person, you're coming across differently. Pag wala kang self-awareness, and hindi ka sympathetic.
Yan, I agree.
Oo, minsan you don't know how you come across Minsan hindi ka naman palagi masaya.
Yes.
Minsan you're going through different moods, different emotions.
Oo.
Isipin mo, if you throw that spanner with what you're already dealing with, minsan yun yung nagiging parang boiling point
Tama.
Tapos pumuputok, di ba? So, I think first and foremost, before you look at the other person, look inward first. Self-awareness, number 1 to. And I always tell this to our staff, before you try to, check mo muna. And I've learned this, to one of the podcasts I was listening to, forgot. I think it's Craig Rochelle Leadership Podcast. There's communicators and speakers. Communicators, they will tell you what is needed. Speakers, they will tell you a lot of stuff, but you probably won't understand. So you want to be a communicator. You don't want to babble on, the nuisances.
Wag mo na pahabain.
Be straight up and concise. And I think, if there's something wrong as well, you tell it straight up. Sir, nawala yung package.
I agree.
I'm working on it right now. I'll let you know soonest pag meron na kami report. And then pag bumalik na lang sila, sir, ay pag tinanong ka, ano ba nangyari? Tsaka mo na lang i-explain.
Tsaka mo i-explain yung resulta.
Oo. Diba? Straight and concise.
I agree with that. Whenever we encounter yung mga irritated customers kasi late yung shipments or hindi mo maiwasan yun. Sa lahat ng negosyo may ganun
Oo.
Lalo na sa service-based. Ako, personally, when I handle it, set your emotions aside. Yung customer, yung client, irritated na nga Stressed na yan. The best thing that you can do is listen. Listen to them, understand your situation. Bottom line is, kailangan it's a win-win for you and the customer. Sometimes not about the win-win solution You have to come up with a third solution or another solution that would keep your customers happy. And syempre, on your end, hindi ka naman malulugi.
We have taken more losses at times
Oo. Bro.
Diba?
Kasi
take a hit
I consider that quiz as cost of doing business.
Yes.
If nawala yung package or na-damage, kaya meron tayong coverage, di ba?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we want our clients to be happy. Responsibility natin yun If may problema naman kasi, it's an opportunity to make it right.
Absolutely.
And we learn from it. Ang dami natutunan. Kaya nga minsan, ay tayo natin ng problema, kayo ako ng problema. Pero sa ginagawa natin, masasanay ka na lang
Oo.
So pag may problema, I learned na take it as an opportunity to learn.
True.
So kahit nagkaroon ng problema yung shipment, nawala yung package o na-scam o 'di ba recently may nangyari sa amin ganun. Bumawi tayo sa client.
Oo.
Kahit nawala yung shipment niya, alagaan natin siya. Take care of them.
True.
If nagkaroon ng problema sa shipment na yun, the next time na isipin ng client, si Angkat, they took care of me.
Oo.
Kahit nawala yung shipment ko.
Tsaka kahit maliit.
Kahit
I
maliit.
think yun yung inaano natin.
Yung value.
Oo. I really like helping those really small
Yung nag-startup pa lang. Yes.
Kasi di ba that's how we started.
That's how we started. Ako, that's how I started. Ikaw din. Before Angkat, I started an e-commerce business selling pet supplies.
Yeah.
So, sobrang liit lang nun. Nakakatawa pa yung ginamit kong forwarder nakamotor lang siya tapos sobrang delayed.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, walang maayos na communication, customer service, pero isang box lang yun hanggang dumami na ng dumami.
Ngayon, may sarili ng fulfillment.
Oo.
Diba?
So, talagang tiyaga lang.
What do you think is the most important aspect when it comes to customer service?
You should build a rapport. Yun yung natutunan sa nursing. Build a rapport with your patient.
Yeah.
Diba? Pero you should build a relationship. Talk to them, be casual, huwag kayong masyadong robot makipag-communicate with them. So yun, personalized customer service. Customer is always number one pag sa service-based business. When you start a business, 24/7 yan eh. Hindi yan 9 to 5. Diba? So you have to be ready when the business needs you. So whenever you sell, make your audience feel na they are understood. Try to minimize your expenses or stay small for a long time. In other words, delayed gratification. Kasi priority mo dyan is your business and your cash flow. For starting entrepreneurs na navigating their ways, just start. Kasi when you start, dun mo na malalaman kung ano yung next step mo eh.
That's a good advice.
Solid
advice.
Yun din ginawa natin eh.
Yeah.
Kung iniisip ka lang and you don't take action, walang mangyayari.
That's so true. May anong tawag dyan?
Analysis paralysis.
Analysis paralysis.
Just start and don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah.
Ako, dami kong failures.
True.
Pero lahat yun, meron akong natutunan. Malaki din na wala sa akin, investments or kung ano man ginawa ko, mga negosyo, ganyan. Pero natuto ako doon.
Sa atin kasi, binootstrap natin yung business.
Yes, binootstrap natin
so,
yun.
you started from nothing. Nakakatuwa nga kasi minsan dumadating sa memories ko, yung couple of years ago, na tayo pa yung gumagawa ng collaterals. Pag nakita mo talaga yung collaterals natin nun, talagang akala mo, wala pang Canva nun. May Canva na ata nun. Pero, pero yung editin natin nun, parang pang MS Paint eh.
MS Paint. Ito pa, when you start, ikaw lahat.
Oo.
Ikaw lahat.
Different hats.
Different hats. Ako lucky nga kasi may magka-partner tayo, so nagtutulungan kami ni Enzo. Pero, yung ikaw lang, one-man team, tapos eventually, as you grow, mabibuild mo yung teams mo eh.
Yeah.
Pero sa una, first year, second year, ikaw lang talaga lahat. So, sasabihin nila pag entrepreneur ka na, dami mong time. Oo, pero when you surpass that threshold, meron ka ng team. Sa una kasi ikaw lang talaga. Naging profitable tayo in our first year actually.
Profitable na tayo ever since. Pero hindi kasi tayo
yun nga.
Hindi tayo,
parang
tayo
delayed gratification.
Oo. So for 3 years, di ba, tapos yung sweldo pa namin nun, tinipid pala namin. Kasi sabi namin, ito lang yung kaya natin.
Ayaw kasi natin magpasok ng ibang outside capital eh.
So, parang for the first 3 years, yung sweldo namin parang, hindi naman tayo, parang minimum, ganyan, di ba? Sinweldohan lang rin natin yung sarili natin. Tapos, I remember kasi, whenever I go back to our income sheet, nakita talaga natin, mga ilan lang talaga, mga magkano
negative.
Pumapasok. Ganyan lang talaga, no?
Negative.
There was a month na we surpassed the 1M line.
Yeah.
Pagkatapos nun, dire-diretso na siya, no?
Yun yung pinakamahirap.
Pero it took us 2-3 years, no?
2-3 years.
Before we reach that, na-pierce na natin yun.
Yeah.
Pero nung na-pierce na natin siya, dire-diretso na.
Diretso na.
I understand back then, we were establishing something bigger. So, really, for the first couple of years, it's really investing back to the business.
You have to feed the business, reinvest. Tsaka you have to
foundations.
Commit. Yun talaga yung nag-stick sa akin eh. We have a strong purpose to continue this. Even if na may months and years na losses. Actually, ngayon pa lang namin i-enjoy yung fruits of our labor.
Yeah.
Di malaki, pero alam mo yun, parang nakikita namin ni Enzo.
This year pa lang.
Ang galing ah.
Oh.
Diba na buti naman. You have to keep humble for a long time. So, I consider myself as nothing.
Yeah.
Di naman to parang binababa ko yung sarili ko. Just to keep you humble.
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi pag hindi ka na naging humble, lumaki ka, aabot yan sa utak mo.
True.
Tapos iba na yung judgment mo and yung mentality mo. So, ginagamit ko yun sa maganda. I'm nothing. Tama yun. We're a speck of dust sa universe.
We're only stewards. Nagkapag-alaga lang tayo kasi our life limited eh. Eventually, we're gonna pass on. So, we're only taking care of what is provided to us by the Lord. And if you don't take care of that, yung binigay sa'yo at inaalagaan mo, hindi na inaabot sa next generation. Kahit na nakikita ko yung mga numbers on paper, parang, I know it's not our money.
Oo.
It's the business's money.
Contribution sa society. Ano pa ba yung business advice, no? If it's too good to be true, then it's not true. Di ba? So, lesson learned. You fail and you learn. So, yun lang. Isang piece of advice ko din. Right now, I see that you're very spiritual.
Yes.
Right now, you're Christian, right?
Yes,
Christian. Ano yung impact niya sa'yo? Sa business and personal life?
Everything. I like that question. No? Thank you for asking that question. Because I think faith is number one for me. The Bible is really the manual to life.
Yeah.
Teaches you how to manage your money. Teaches you how to take care of your family. Take care of your relationships, even friendships, and even just, going about daily life. Actually, the business that I went in before was totally against.
Yeah. Principles mo yun.
Oo, kasi before, actually, ang businesses ko were bars and clubs.
Clubs, oh.
The Lord really put me where I am right now. It's incredible. It's such been an incredible journey. And ngayon, parang feeling ko, I'm in a point that I'm really seeing the purpose. No longer chasing the wrong things.
Yeah.
Kasi before, you get into business, you're chasing money. You're chasing money, you're chasing the power,
the cars,
fame, the watches.
Toxic no?
I was there. Diba? Nabili ko yung magandang sakyan, nagkaroon ako ng magandang relo. Pero, tas yung mga maganda babae, diba? Isipin mo, yung club owner ka, syempre, andyan lahat ng mga tao. Pero what I realized, the whole time, it was so empty.
Yeah.
Parang ang hinahabol mo yun was never ending kasi you're always trying to chase that Pero the provision ngayon is overflowing. Yung provision in a way that where the Lord has been leading us.
Yeah.
Incredible. Quiz, yung nanalo nga tayo sa Asia CEO Awards. Sabi ko, milagro na yun.
That's a surprise. Surprise ba yun?
Surprise for me yun. Kasi para tayong saling kit-kit doon, naalala ko
Parang ang laki-laki nito We were up against bigger companies and we didn't think na mananalo kami.
Oo, diba? Kasi 'di ba nakita mo aficionado.
Asia Link.
Asia Link. Ang tatagal na nito mga businesses na to. Out of all those companies that were so much bigger than us, tayo nanalo. So sabi ko, grabe. Just before we were called out, I said a little prayer. Sabi ko, thank you Lord for putting us here. But if we win, try lang Lord, if we win, I will proclaim your name on stage. Talagang first thing I said is really, this is not possible without the Lord. Kasi it was truly, out of all those big companies, we won. That's why I really put faith talaga number one. Kasi ako parang I'm a renewed person with faith kasi it taught me so much.
I mean, good for you.
Ikaw, Kuis.
I know that meron higher power and higher being. I believe. Sometimes I pray.
Yeah.
When I need it the most, I pray.
Yeah.
Right now, yung ina-apply ko sa sarili ko, this is not spiritual, pero more of a way of life, is stoicism. And there's this guy, Daily Stoic, Ryan Holiday.
Yeah.
I suggest you listen to his podcast. It's a way of life.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot from it. And it's very, very realistic and applicable sa day-to-day, regardless of who you are or where you are.
Yeah.
That's it for this podcast. And I'd like to thank my partner and my good friend Enzo for today. Grabe, ang ganda ng kwentuhan natin. Tsaka sarap ng kape. So, malakas yung kape. No? Sobrang napadaldal. Pero sana may sense yung share natin. No?
Meron naman ata.
Meron naman. I believe meron naman.
Thank you everybody for watching. If you want to know more about us, look us up in our social medias. Our name is Angkat PH. Stay tuned for more episodes. So, thank you.
Thank you. Peace. Ingat.